Hey guys, welcome back. This is ChosenArchitect, and today we're going to be making a quarry in the Nether. Hope you guys are ready. Alright guys, so we're going to get started today. I went ahead and got a few things for the episode. We have the ender chest, we have another builder block, and we have a shape card quarry, except this shape card, which is the basic one, you don't have to surround it with glass. This one just comes standard. It automatically fills the block with dirt. If that's something that you want to do, you can do it that way, or you can just have it go empty, but I don't recommend it in the Nether considering there's lava and you'll have constantly flowing lava, which will probably, especially on the server, will cause some issues. So I want this to fill with dirt so we don't have any problems with the lava. But we need to get some way to get some power to it. And a good way to do that is with these solar panels. If we take a look at... Oh, not that. Environmental tech again. We can go ahead and grab our book. Go ahead and move some of this stuff out of the way. We need to make a few more solar panels. But now we have some auto crafting, so we can make things a little bit faster. I do want these structure tier blocks. So let's go up here into our auto crafting. Let's go ahead and get some more patterns. I think I need to set up auto crafting for my patterns. That is something I really need to do. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, we'll throw that in one of our pattern chests that belongs. There we go. Eventually I might label these so I know what they are, because as of right now you just can't really tell. Alright, so now we can look up patterns. And we should be able to craft our patterns. I do need to set up some auto crafting for glass and things like that. And that would help out a lot. Alright, so we can get back into environmental tech. Oops. There we are. And I think we can use basalt. We don't have that much, but I think basalt might be a little bit cheaper now that we have access to basalt. I think right here is the basalt. I went ahead and also moved my other quarry over here, upgraded these with a diamond, so they should store quite a bit. Once it starts overflowing, that's when I might start voiding off some of it. Or put some more upgrades, because right now all it has is the one regular upgrade. If we take a look, hold shift and click, we just have one upgrade. You can have up to 5 in here, but at the moment it seems to be holding and doing pretty good. This may be starting to max out, I don't know. It does hold, okay, it does hold a full stack, or hold 64 stacks, sorry, 64 stacks piece, so that's actually quite a lot. So maybe one more upgrade on these guys, and then I might void excess, because I don't think I'm going to need that much of it. And then I'm going to hook this into the system. We're going to do an episode on that. Explain that a little bit. Alright, so let's go ahead, since I have some of the basalt, we can go ahead and grab the rest of it. I need to get my chisel, because the basalt is actually not what we need. Right now it is the chisel basalt. We need the environmental tech basalt right here. So as you can see, then I should be able to shift click it. Yes, I can. So this is where the chisel actually becomes handy and you actually need it. So if we look, it's environmental tech basalt. It's exactly what we need. There we go. Let's go up here and auto craft some of that. Alright, so we need the tier 1. And that's going to get us everything we need. And then we're going to need the tier 2. Alright, and so tier 2 is as far as I want to go, I think, at the moment. Because once you start going higher, let's see, what's the tier 3 going to cost us? An ender pearl? Oh, we can probably do that. Yeah, that doesn't cost us that much. The tier 4 requires a nether star. We're not quite there yet, but we can do a tier 3 actually. Okay, and let's see what the tier 3 actually costs on the solar array before I get ahead of myself. Okay, it requires the tier 3 solar controller. Let's make sure that the tier 3 controller doesn't require anything special. Okay, not really. Just requires the 2 of the 2, so a lot of diamond. We're gonna try. Okay, so the auto crafting is probably gonna be the best step for doing that. So we go to tier 3. Let's go ahead and make these. Tell it to make, I think I could just make some blocks of iron if it needs it. And then mica. We don't have access to mica. I don't think. Mica, it comes from the void resource miner. So actually we can't even make what I want. Okay, so we can't go to tier 3, but we can do tier 2. Because we don't have access to mica yet, but I will be working on that. So yeah, solar cell, and we just need a tier 2. If we look at the tier 2, we should... Yeah, we have everything for this. So we'll go ahead and get 4 blocks of that. And 2 of the regular tier, so we need a lot of lapis. And I think it was... Yeah, that. And 2 blocks, and then 4 blocks of gold. So we can probably make 2 of these already. I'm gonna need photovoltaic cells. Just like that. That should work. And we should get 2 of those. Now we can make 2 of those and go ahead and make our controller, which just requires another set of that. Some more photovoltaic cells. There we go. Whoa, not the one we need. Awesome. I think we have everything. Almost. A lapis. Alright. I'm missing this. There we go. Alright, now we can make the tier 2. So that just takes a lot of crafting. That's why the auto crafting would really come in handy on that. I'm just going to come in handy on the structure blocks and the solar cell. So actually I need to go ahead and set up the solar cell automation. The clear glass needs smelting of enriched sand. We need to make a enriched sand. Let's go ahead and use this one for the enriched sand. And then we're going to need the smelting of enriched sand. So let me go ahead and get the enriched sand made. So a block of it here. We got on this crafting department, and we can do the enriched sand smelting. Just like that, and we throw that in our regular smelter, as you can see, alloy smeltery right here. And this pattern can go in here. So now we have that done. Let's see what else we can do. Everything else seems to be fine. The photovoltaic cells is the only other thing that we need to just go ahead and set a crafting pattern for. There we go. And then I think that's it. Just it itself. And anything else I'm missing? What does this say? For the tier 2, 24, and then 4 modifier cores of any upgraded version. Modifier cores is really easy to make. There we go. Ah, we're missing stone. Ah, I don't know why we're missing stone, but we are. Guess I need to set stone up. Hardened stone? Not a thing we need. Here we go. So the stone. There we go. That should craft up pretty fast, enough for us to get those structure blocks. There we go. modifiers. We should. And we're almost there. There we go. So I have 4 of those done. Let's set this stuff in this crafter over here. Since it's empty. And then we should be able to go. Alright, so let's go ahead and get the solar array set up. We are going to need 24 structure blocks tier 2. So the tier 2, we need 24. And we're missing 6 gold and redstone, so let's go ahead and pull that out. And gold. We shouldn't be missing gold. Actually, let me take a look over here. I know that I have some gold. Guess I don't. Wow. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and craft up some gold. That shouldn't take that long. Let's do this. And we can go under the sag mill and set this up. Unfortunately, it gives us this big recipe. I'm not too sure that I like that. But, oh well. Let's see. And then we'll take this. Get that recipe set up. Right here. And we'll set that on this one. So actually we can auto craft it, and then the redstone we just need to throw in here. So we'll set up these. 24. Oh, I'm missing gold ore. There we go. Awesome. Now it should work. Perfect. Start, and it'll start crafting up as soon as we get all the items for everything. I mean, may have to make enriched sand and stuff like that, because we only have... Okay, so we're going to need to do that for this. Now it's probably cooking up the gold. I assume it's cooking the gold. So it didn't. So we only got 21. Let's see. Yeah, we need 3 more. Maybe because it doesn't always give 2. That could be a problem with the recipe. Not being able to change it. Okay, how many solar panels do we need? 25 solar panels. So let's get 25 of those. We're missing nether quartz. Well, we're missing 100 nether quartz. Okay, I guess I'll have to go get that, and I will be right back. Alright, so I got all the nether quartz that we do need for that. And I can throw it in here. There we go. And back to the environmental tech, and back to this, and back to 25 of those. Perfect. Now we should let those craft up, and we'll get everything going. Honestly, getting the quarry itself set up is really fast. So I'm not too concerned about the getting the quarry set up itself. But like everything else, I'm not too. Let's see. Item dislocators. Is that a? That's not a thing. I'm looking for something else. There's another item transfer method that's a little bit faster, that would probably move things faster than a regular item conduit. But I'm not too sure. It's like a mod that only has like 3 or 4 different items in it, so it's going to be kind of hard to see. I miss the old system where you had your mod list up here, but that's fine. Okay, let's go back to page 1. There we go. So we should have. It's working on it. Looks like it's having to craft everything and have to smelt it. There it goes. Yeah, it's working on it. It's doing it 3 at a time. Doing pretty good. We already have our assembler ready to go. I can throw that guy in there. Don't really need it anymore. And we're going to need a, let's see, flux network. We need a flux plug. So we'll just craft one of those. Alright, so we got our flux plug, and we also need the flux point, which we have. Okay, so that is ready to go. Flux point, flux plug. Is there anything else I'm thinking of? Because the flux point is what we're going to use to basically control how much power is actually going to be used from this, and this is going to be adding to our network. I may want to change our network's name. You can do that by going in here. Let's see, edit network. Change this to just power. And save the changes. So now it's just going to be called main power. I don't think it changes anything. I'm just going to set that to our main power source instead of just big reactor. Since the big reactor is automated, I'm also going to automate Yellorium. I'm just, as of right now, I just created a crafting recipe so I can quickly craft that. I do have tons of Yellorium. We are getting a punch. Upstairs, above us, there's a chest full of the stuff. Alright, so let's look back at environmental tech. And we have all 25 of those, 24 of those. We are ready to go. We have our controller panel 2. And I think this is going to produce 1,000 something RF. Let me just make sure. So you guys know how much it does. It will, oh, it actually makes 3,600 RF a tick. So that's awesome. It requires a 7x7 space, so we're gonna have to find somewhere pretty nice to put that. But yeah, this will definitely work. I might want to put it, let's see, maybe on top of my building here, like how I had my other one, because it doesn't really matter where it's at. I don't think I want to put it directly above this, do I? I mean, I could. That means I can upgrade it from here. So if I do go this route, I can do 2 high, place this guy right there. That might not look that bad. Let's try it. Alright, assembly complete, multi-block structure is complete. There it is. If we stand on it, yeah, it gets really dark. Alright, so what we can do is stick our flux plug on it. And we'll select the network that it'll be going to. And there we go. Now we have even more power in our system. So with this solar panel, we're going to use this solar panel. Yeah, we're going to use this solar panel to, you know what, I may want to create a different network for it. I don't know. Because, no, actually I don't. I don't think the big reactor will come on. Let's look down here. Yeah, I don't think the big reactor will come on. Is this guy even connected? That looks weird. There it goes. Now it's connected. But yeah, I don't know. We'll figure it out. Alright, so I need to go to the Nether and basically get all the stuff set up. So I'll meet you guys there. Alright, so we are in the Nether, and I think we're right where we need to be. I'm just going to get these few things set down here. I want to place this, I guess, in the middle of this fortress, because I do want some of this nether brick. And it should mine it up, and it looks like over here we got some soul sand. And I don't see, like, there's like not enough room for what you can hear, ghast spawning around us. I'll just have to keep an eye, and this building will also help a little bit with that, so I don't worry about breaking this guy. Okay, so the shape card. Let's talk a little bit about this again, because it's kind of confusing. I also want to set this up. I think it has to have the chest on top, and the chest should work. Unfortunately, I don't want it going into... Actually, it can. I think I want it to go into white. Yeah, I do want it to go in here. Also, I'm going to hook the power up to it. Select the network main power. Except right here, I'm going to give it a limit. I only want... Let's see, I only want 6... Let's see, I don't exactly know how much this thing consumes. So I'll just do 1,000 RF a tick. And that should be good. Priority, I don't want it to have a higher priority, so just keep it the same. So right now it's kind of filling up. It is daytime in the overworld, so that's why it's still working. And it's sucking all of our power out. I don't think it's going to be sucking the power directly from our energy conduit, but it is going to be taking power directly from our solar panel. I may want to change it, but at the moment this is fine. Okay, so we need to get our shape card. We need to set this up. I think I want to set a point here, so let's shift click on the block. Shift click, or just not shift click, but just regular click there. And I'm going to find a pretty large area for this thing to mine. And I think this will be fine. All the way up here. And I'll set the size so that it goes basically from the ground all the way up. I think I've already lost where I'm at. Okay, there I am. Okay. And if I take this card and I look at it, I want to void off netherrack, because I really don't want netherrack building up. I want to void off gravel, sand, all of this stuff. And we can ore dictionary it. I'm sure that's fine. At the moment, it's a solid box. It's not going straight up and down, though. So, if I take this now, and I set it in there, and I show the view, as you can see, it starts here. I kind of want this to go all the way to the ceiling and down to the bottom. So, let's take this out. If I set the this right here to 2... I think that will go all the way to the top and bottom. Not for sure, though. Looks like it goes to the top. And I can't really mine all the way up here, I guess. I'd have to see. Let's see. Let's go way up. Because I want it to go all the way to the top. At least as far as it can go. There we go. So that should be fine. Looks like my flux point is not connected. That may be a glitch where it's disconnecting itself, or it looks like it's disconnected. Yeah, as you can see, it's not connected. It was connected just a minute ago. There you go. Yeah, I think they are connected. It's just... have to do that, otherwise it'll drain our power a lot. Okay, so it's gonna go crazy as soon as I do this. I do think it is going to the ceiling. If I look up, yeah, 256. Yeah, it should go all the way to the ceiling. So yeah. Okay, so as soon as I turn this on, this thing is gonna fill up like almost instantly. Like there's no way that it can support that. So, place a lever. Let's go. This guy is checking blocks, probably checking a lot of the empty space. You should see Actually, energy is still going up. Showing what level the builder is at. Oh, I know what it's doing. It's going through netherrack. That's exactly what it's doing. It's going through all the netherrack, and since there... Yeah, there you go. Since there is no netherrack, I would love it to void off magma blocks, but it's probably not going to. But here we go. We're getting nether quartz. We're getting resonating ore. Aurite. We're going to get all that good stuff in here. So yeah, we should be pretty good with this. This is also this is a hook to the other quarry as well. So, but it looks like it's doing a pretty good job with power and everything. Awesome. So we just set up another quarry. Now I do need to, and we are in this chunk. Claim this chunk and chunk load it. Not those. Let's unclaim those. Looks like this space is the space that I just claimed with that giant grid you see here. That's what it's showing. I can go ahead and turn this off though. We don't need that turned on. I wish there was a good way for me to show you it actually turning it into dirt. But it's probably way down at the bottom under the lava. But it's not going to show you that. But yeah, it's gathering all this stuff up. Awesome. So let's go back to the overworld and yeah, we'll get a few things done. Alright, so we don't really have to do that much since this was all set up. All I did was get rid of a few items. I took some inner conduit, or item conduit, and moved it over. Made sure to set this to priority 1 and this to priority 2. And this is the items I'm filtering out so far. There's not that many things that I want to pull out of the nether, except for the magma block, which I don't have much use for. And I don't really want mushrooms building up in here because mushrooms are pretty prevalent there. But yeah, these guys are upgraded. They should hold several stacks of each. We do have our Ardite and our Cobalt. That's some good things to have build up in here. Because that'll help with our reactor. I think I might want to use mycelium. I think it's what, or manulin, not mycelium. Manulin in here. I'm not for sure. It does accept liquids now, that I was told by you guys. So I could do resonating ender, or I could do, or not resonating ender. Is that what it's called? What is it called? That's emerald. Thought there was a. I wish it showed it a little better, the fluids. That's emerald. Ah, resonant ender. That's what I was looking at. Resonant ender. I have used resonant ender before in my big reactors, so I'm pretty familiar with that, and I know how hard it is to do it because it freaking teleports you everywhere. So yeah, pretty difficult. Don't like the teleporting though. So I might try something else, and I also plan on expanding these out on the sides with this big reactor here, and I may just do one side, I don't know, but I do want to get some turbines going. I have not done that in a playthrough yet, so I would like to get that done. But yeah, this is working pretty good. I'm not seeing too many more drops coming out of here. Could be because it's nighttime. We've ran out of power, I hope not. That's the only other issue. It kicked my big reactor on, I'm pretty sure. Or it's about to. Yeah, it's going to kick the big reactor on to keep that quarry running. So I may have to check in from time to time to turn it off. Yeah, the big reactor just kicked on. As you can see, it's generating its massive 22,000 RF per tick. Yeah. So, it's doing a pretty good job. It's filling this all back up again. It should kick off. And then it's going to continue to drain and kick back on and drain and kick back on. So yeah, well, if you guys enjoyed this episode and are enjoying this series, please don't forget to click that subscribe button and also give this video a thumbs up. I really appreciate you guys. You guys are amazing. And as always, thanks for watching.